When someone close to us is acting in a way that is difficult for us, very often what happens is that we get caught up in our defenses. So we start to react to their behavior and feel like we need to do something about it. So we feel like we need to, put a line in place, make it clear what the other person has done wrong, in some way make a correction. And that comes from, not entirely, but in part, comes from our need to protect ourselves, our desire to make sure that whatever it is that we don't like doesn't keep happening. And putting boundaries in place and communicating with other people in this way is an important skill, and it is a particularly important skill with certain people. However, there's also another way of approaching disagreements between two people that is very helpful and that often gets overlooked in the process of relating, as we get caught in our own stuff. And this is asking a person into the experience that you want to have with them instead. There's an assumption that when someone does something that we don't like, that they did it intentionally, or that in some way they're doing it because of whatever. They're not able to see something, they are just disregarding our needs or whatever. But most often, actually, people are just not aware of what it is that you want or need. And many people have not become skilled at saying what it is that they want and need. So what I am suggesting that you try is to ask people into what it is that you want, rather than to challenge, defend, put a boundary in place, and just see how that goes. Once you sort of see if that works with a person, you try it a little bit, it might actually become a new aspect of your repertoire, a new way of relating to others. So if, for example, I want more communication for someone, they're not giving me communication, I could say something like, well, you're not communicating with me and this is a problem for me and I would really like you to communicate. And, and then now I've been a little bit defensive and that person might be a little bit defensive. Or I can come into the situation and say, what would really feel good to me here is more communication. And this is what it would look like to have more communication. Now I've gotten rid of the layers of defensiveness and simply invited the person into the new experience. So I suggest that you try that and see where it goes.